In this video, I will be going over my custom kitbashed 90s cable from the Sasquatch wave. Now, that cable figure from this cable figure from the Sasquatch wave, it was dope to see a 90s figure like straight from the comics, even though I've done it before. It was dope to see it with cable, and that's what really made me want to make this. And I've saw many customs of people making 90s cable with a Marvel Select cable, and I'm gonna be pretty straightforward. That Marvel Select cable was horrendous. I didn't like it at all. It didn't do it didn't do it for me. Like, I got it in a trade and I was just like over it. And this one was lacking. The original figure is really lacking. Like, as you can see, like all the stuff I added to him just makes him look that much better. Articulation is the same. His articulation is pretty hindered in the shoulders because of the shoulder pads. But other than that, everything is the same. So this hand is from the reason the hands are different colors is because this hand is from the Marvel Select, because I didn't like the hand on this cable. The other hand, sorry, can't even see what I'm doing. The other hand is not, it's like a open hand. Like, it doesn't hold anything. So I wanted him to have two trigger hands. That's what made me swap this hand on here. And it's crazy. Let me show you how I did this. It's crazy too, because if you look in there, I took I don't even know where this peg is from. I think it's an Astral Strange. I took it and I trimmed it and I jammed it in there. I heated the hand up. I jammed it in there and I put a bunch of super glue in there, and it all stuck together. And it's like rock solid. I didn't think that was gonna work. That was like me experimenting, because I've done stuff like that before and it was terrible. It just doesn't it doesn't pivot. Like, the wrist doesn't tilt, but that doesn't bother me. Because he has two trigger hands now, he can hold two guns. Before, this figure could only hold one gun, and that was terrible. But yeah, custom kitbash cable. I took a lot of stuff from the Select, mainly the pouches, and it's from the Select. I was gonna do the boots, but he didn't have the ankle articulation I wanted, so I just did the pouches and a lot of little armor pieces. So starting with the torso, I took these. I don't even know where these were on that cable, but I took them off. And I just put them in random spots. I just put it there because it looks more full. Even though it looks heavy on one side, it doesn't bother me, because cable has a lot of stuff on him, period. And in real life, he wouldn't be able to move at all. But yeah, I also took the knife from the Select cable and put it on his back, just across here, just because this figure, originally, these things droop bad. And I put this strap here too. This is a little piece of leather I just glued between the straps just to keep them up. I recently put the black, if you can see that. I recently just put the black around his eye. More accurate to me. They were orange, but you couldn't see it. So I just put the black around it. Glue this down as well because it moved too much in my opinion. So I just put some super glue on the back. I just put some super glue back here just to hold it down. If I really wanted to, I could pull it up, but I won't because this thing moved way too much. What else? The straps. So, can't see anything I'm doing. I don't know why I keep doing that. The Marvel Select cable comes with these straps, which are attached to some holsters for this gun. And these guns are okay, and I had the holsters on here, but it really makes them look weird. It makes his legs look too wide. It just looks really weird. So I just popped them off. I left the straps there because they look pretty sick. I took all the pouches off of cable and I put them all on his legs. I put everything on his legs, and I think you can hear the kids screaming, which is awesome. Thanks, just ruining my video like that. But I took some armor off of one of Cable's legs and I popped it on here. Same with this. This was interesting because this was around his leg on a Select cable. This was around the Select cable's leg, and I just popped it off. And I heated it up. I want to say I dremeled it out, and then I slid it on here with some glue just to get it all on there. Everything's held with super glue. I didn't sculpt anything. It's just all regular elbow grease and super glue. But yeah, this figure, it came out really sick. Like, when I was done with it, and I took the pictures and everything, I was looking at it, and I was like, yeah, this came out really gnarly. He can still hold the gun. I give him this gun sometimes, just because it looks like a badass little pistol. I give him that gun sometimes, but Mostly I have him holding this one. And I did my disc trick too. Go back to my lizard video. If you go watch that one. I did my lizard trick where I glued the disc to his joint. You take the pins out, you take everything off, and you glue the stuff to the joint. You glue pieces of this. You can see the holes. Let me see if I can get it. That's not the holes. See the holes in there? I just punched them out, and I glued them to this, and I drilled them out so he can have a stiffer joint. Because this arm was really loose. It was extremely loose. Like, he could barely hold his gun up, and it was irritating. So, yeah. I painted his guns gunmetal. Painted his guns gunmetal for a better look. Let me pop this one out. And like all the looks on here, they're just subtle touches. They're not like, I wasn't going for a drastically different look on it or anything like that. I just wanted subtle things. I just wanted to do subtle little touches to make him look more accurate. But yeah, he can hold both his guns. See, before he couldn't do that. With that other hand, he could just like, it was so he could hold that big gun. He could hold it like this and have the hand on the trigger, which was silly to me because he comes with 3 guns. So why wouldn't he have 2 trigger hands? So, yeah, swapping this hand on was one of the better ideas I did because it gave him the ability to hold both his guns. But yeah, this cable right here is dope. The 90s cable wasn't doing it for me. It just didn't look right. So this was, you know, a no-brainer for me to get this select and kit bash all the pieces on it. I really like this cable more, and I've been watching the 90s X-Men show, and it makes me like this cable even more because him and Bishop in the show, they were badass. But yeah, Marvel Select cable kit bash with the Marvel Legends cable. It couldn't have came out any better. Just all the stuff I put on it and glued to it. It just looks really dope. I put a wash on the pants too. Did I put a wash on anything else? I don't think I washed anything else because his shoulder pads are pretty. They have pretty good detail by themselves anyway, so I don't think I put a wash on them. But oh yeah, I painted this yellow too. It wasn't yellow in there, and then for it, like comic accuracy, it's yellow and under the X. But yeah, Marvel Select cable kit bash with the Marvel Legends cable. Marvel Legends cable is from the 90s. Marvel Legends cable is from the Sasquatch wave, and I believe he comes with the left leg. He's not hard to find now, but his bath piece kind of is. Because you can find him, actually you can find him at Walmart. I think Walmart has him right now for like 13 bucks. Yeah, 90s cable, full articulation, everything's the same except gave him more pouches. He's a little bit heavier too. If you like what you see, please like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Thank you.